Hi, good day everyone, especially to you, Mommy Bagaris Manal. I am Cheryl A. Aguilar and I am one of the reporters of Group 4 entitled Realistic Fiction. So, one of the or part of the realistic fiction is the Anne of Green Gables novel. So, that is my assigned topic. So before we will tackle about the novels and the elements of the novel, let me introduce first the author of this novel entitled Anne of Green Gables. So Lucy Maud Montgomery was born on November 30, 1874 and died on April 24, 1942 at the age of 67 years old, was a Canadian writer famous for her book Anne of Green Gables. She was born in Prince Edward Island, Canada. So after her mother died when she was still a baby, she grew up with her grandparents in Cavendish. So Montgomery worked hard as a teacher, writer, and a reporter for the newspaper. So besides Anne of Green Gables, she wrote many other things like 20 novels, over 500 short stories and poems, and 30 essays. Some other well-known books she wrote was Emily of a New Moon and The Story Girl. So, Anne of Green Gables is a famous book about a young girl, an orphanage girl named Anne Shirley. She is 11 years old, has a red hair and Africa. So here comes Matthew and Maria Cuthbert, who are siblings, wanted to adopt a boy to help them on their farm in Green Gables. So, but by mistake, they get Anne Shirley, a young girl, a talkative girl, and has a big imaginations. So at first, Marilia isn't sure about keeping Anne Shirley. It's because as what the novel says, they wanted to adopt a boy to help them on the farm. So, however, Matthew likes Anne right away. It's because Matthew is a gentle and a shy uh, man, and but Anne Shirley is naabot sa ilang balay is nasaba ang balay, dinahappy ang balay, and dili na mingaw dadto sumao to nga they decided to let her stay. So pilara may istorya, Anne starts going to school and makes a best friend named Anne Barry. She's also get into trouble sometimes. It's because she's not always careful and has a wild imagination. So she also has a rival named Gilbert Blythe, who teases her about her red hair. So as Anne grows up, she becomes very good at school. She and Gilbert compete to be the best student in their schools, and one of her dreams is going to college. But unfortunately, Matthew dies and Marilia loses her eyesight. So Anne Shirley decided to stay in Green Gables to take care of Marilia instead of going to college. Gilbert, being a good person, gives up a job so Anne can teach in her town and stay with Marilia. Anne and Gilbert becomes a good friend. Anne is happy with Marilia in a Green Gables and looks forward to their future. So the character of the novel are of course Anne Shirley, the protagonist, an imaginative and talkative orphan girl. And second is Marilia Cuthbert, a strict but kind woman who adopts Anne with her brother. And Matthew Cuthbert, Marilia's shy and gentle brother. Fourth is Diana Barry, Anne's best friend, a pretty, a pretty and loyal girl. Um, Last is Gilbert Blythe, a smart and handsome boy who becomes Anne's rival and eventually becomes a best friend. The setting is of course in the Avonlea, Prince Edward Island, Canada. So the theme is imagination and creativity. Anne's vivid imagination and creative spirit are central to the novel. Second is acceptance and belonging. Anne's journey to find acceptance and a sense of belonging. Third is the importance of home and family, the development of loving home and family bonds even if dili nimo sila kadugo, even if giampon ra si Anne Shirley. And lastly is personal growth and self-discovery. So Anne's journey of self-discovery and maturation. So while the external conflict is Anne's initial difficulties fitting into the Avonlea community, her rivalry with Blythe, and the challenges she faced in her education and personal relationships. So the point of view is the novel told from a third person omniscient point of view, allowing the narrator to provide insights into the thoughts and feelings of multiple characters, especially Anne. So the moral lessons of this novel is the importance of kindness, acceptance, and the value of inner beauty and physical appearance. It also highlights the transformative power of love, family, and community. Thank you for listening, and I hope nakasabot na mo. Thank you!